shark, do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark. Grandpa shark, do 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 do, grandpa shark, do 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 do, grandpa shark, do 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 do, grandpa shark. Let's go hunt, do 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 do, let's go hunt, do 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 do, let's go hunt, do 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 do, let's go hunt. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Safe at last, do 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 do, safe at last, do 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 do, safe at last, do 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 do, safe at last. It's the end, do 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 do, it's the end, do 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 do, it's the end, do 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 do, it's the end. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
Evet.
There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your tummy. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, pat your head. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, jump. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh,
Okay, are you ready to listen? Yes! Okay, let us start. Okay, listen please. Once upon a time, a princess named Snow White lived in a castle with her father, the king, and her stepmother, the queen. Snow White was very kind and beautiful. And the stepmother didn't like her because of her beauty. She was very nice, beautiful young lady. Okay? Stepmother wanted to be the most beautiful woman in the world. Okay? And she asked to the mirror every day. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the most beautiful woman in the world? Mirror says the most beautiful woman in the world is Snow White. These words make her very, very angry.
Bu ne dünya kardeşim seven sevene, bu ne dünya kardeşim böyle. Bir
And the hunter took Snow White and let her go Hayır, sıra başa döndü ya. Devam et. Burada yere bırak. Gitti hocam. Ayak yönleri atla. Evet. Evet.
Bu ne dünya kardeşim gezen gezene, bu ne dünya kardeşim böyle. Merkez olsa çıkıp gitsem, dolaşsam o yerlerde, oraya dolu ülkelerde. Bu ne dünya kardeşim üzen üzene, bu ne dünya kardeşim böyle. Kimseyi incitmeden kırmadan tek bir kalbi, yaşamak elbet en güzeli. Ne bir Türk ister bu şen gönlüm, ne bir hane ne saray, hiç eylem çok kısa ömrüm. Sev çünkü sevmek en kolay. Ne bir Türk ister bu şen gönlüm, ne bir hane.
Dünyadaki en bilgin kişi kendini bilendir. Bütün dünya buna inansa, bir inansa, hayat bayram olsa, insanlar el ele tutuşsa, birlik olsa, uzansa sonsuza. Bütün dünya buna inansa, bir inansa, hayat bayram olsa, insanlar el ele tutuşsa, birlik olsa, uzansa sonsuza. Şu dünyadaki en olgun kişi acıya gülendir. Olsa, birlik olsa, uzansa sonsuza. Bütün dünya buna inansa, bir inansa, hayat bayram olsa, insanlar el ele tutuşsa, birlik olsa, uzansa sonsuza. Bütün dünya buna inansa, bir inansa, hayat bayram olsa, insanlar el ele tutuşsa.
Sıra sizde. Sizinkini anlatayım. Bu arada burası burada. Şimdi şuradan kendine bir renk seç. Sen de kendine bir renk seç. Mavi senin için uygun. Evet, seninki de yeşil. Şimdi piyonlarımızı bu şekilde karşılıklı koyalım. Şimdi çocuklar, her seferinde bir tane hamle hakkınız var. Tamam mı? Ya piyonunuzu bir tane hareket ettireceksiniz ya da kendi bloklarınızla buraya bloklar. Kendi bloklarınızla rakibinize blok koyacaksınız. Tamam mı? Yani mesela arkadaşın sana doğru geliyor ya. Sen arkadaşına kalkan atacaksın. Mesela diyelim ki arkadaşın buraya geldi. Diyelim ki bir tane daha kalkan attın. Arkadaşın bu kalkanın etrafından dolanmak zorunda kalacak. Anladın mı? Şimdi her seferinde bir tane hamle hakkınız var. Ya piyonunuzu hareket ettireceksiniz ya arkadaşınıza kalkan atacaksınız. Anlaştık mı?
Okay, today we want to present for you one fairy tale about our beautiful Snow White. Clap to Snow White. Okay, are you ready? Yes. Okay, let's start. Once upon a time, a princess named Snow White lived in a castle with her father, the king, and her stepmother, the queen. Snow White was a very kind and beautiful young lady, and the stepmother didn't like her because of her beauty. Stepmother wanted to be the most beautiful woman in the world. And she asked to the mirror every day, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful woman in the world?" Mirror says, "The most beautiful woman in the world is a Snow White." These words made her very, very angry, and she decided to get rid of from Snow White. So she invited the hunter and asked him to take Snow White to the forest. And the hunter took Snow White and left her alone in the forest. The girl was scared and she cried a lot because she didn't know how to find the way to castle and she was lost. She walked through the forest long time. Then she finally saw a little cottage in the forest. She knocked at the door. Knock, knock, knock. But no one opened the door. She was very tired and unhappy. So she entered the cottage and slept immediately. She woke up because of the noises in the room. She was shocked. Because she saw 7 little men standing around her bed. She told them what had happened to her, and 7 little men accepted to her to live with them in the cottage. Every morning, 7 little men went to the forest to work, and Snow White was staying at home and cooked for them dinner. She also wore their clothes and enjoyed the beauty of the nature. After for a while, the stepmother decided to ask to the mirror again, "Who is the most beautiful woman in the world?" The mirror replied that the most beautiful woman is Snow White. It made the stepmother angry. She transformed into a grandma and took some poisonous apple and went to the forest. She knocked at the door. Knock, knock, knock. Snow White opened the door and saw the old poor woman and tried to help her. The old woman gave her the biggest apple from her basket and asked, "Would you like to try one?" But the poor Snow White didn't know that the apple was filled with the black magic, and when she bit it, she couldn't breathe and she fell down and slept. When 7 little men came back from work, they found her in a very deep sleep. And she didn't wake up whatever they did. They put her in a glass bed and let her sleep in a peace. One day, one young handsome prince was passing through the forest with his horse and saw a cottage, and the prince saw a very beautiful woman lying in the bed. He couldn't believe his eyes. And he kissed her immediately. When he kissed Snow White, the black magic was broken, and Snow White opened her beautiful eyes and fell in love with the prince, and then they get married and they lived happy ever after. And thank you for listening. Thank you so much.
Aferin, evet, çemberin içine git. Evet, otur şimdi balona. Otur, çabuk patlat. Aferin sana. Gel sınıfına.
Hocam. Senden başka, biz görmez hiç kimseyi senden başka. Duramam ben hiç kimseyi senden başka. Sevemem ben hiç kimseyi senden başka. Olamam senden başkasıyla.
Hadi,
Dizlerim titrer son görünce. Hani o gelişin var ya.
The old poor woman and tried to help her. The old woman gave her the biggest apple from the basket and asked, "Would you like to try one?" But the poor Snow White didn't know that the apple was filled with the bird magic, and when she bit, she couldn't stop breathe and she fell down and slept. When 7 little men came back from work, they found her in a very deep sleep. And she didn't not wake up whatever they did. They put her in a glass bag and let her sleep in a peace. One day, one young handsome Who is next? Who is next?
Bu tarafa döneceğim. Lütfen. Araştır önlemleri. Circle. Babam hocam. Biber yazacağım. Bugün kucağını bakın. Hafiyet var ya yanında. Hatta duvara bayağı. Bu arka duvar gibi aslında.